Hi, Blake here with another review. This is for this Phoenix Defender system. I've already reviewed another one, and they're literally all the same. The only difference is how long the warranty is. So what I did was at least connect a second one. So once you do, so to add it, oops. Well, that shows you how you toggle through the, so to add it, go here, camera setup, pairing, and then you click on one of the slots, and then it'll tell you to press the pairing button on the back. You just hold the pairing button for about, I think it says 30 seconds. I held it for like 15 and it worked. So pretty easy, all things considered. Just to cover just some of the other basics. All right, so if you just tap on the screen, it'll automatically cycle through the various view modes. So you have your split screen for both. Just that one. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so when you're on the full view like that, you just tap on which one it is you want to go full screen on. That's cool. Yeah, so in my other video, I gave, I covered like every in and out of the user interface. I'm just going to go through some of the very, very basics. So, cool features. Motion detection settings. So, you can change your sensitivity. That is nice. And then, on advanced, you can even change the heat monitor and stuff. I actually haven't tried out the heat vision yet because I have my cameras inside, and they really don't interact with the glass well. The other cool thing, the area, like the mask area. So I guess it's not really there anymore. I changed the angle a little bit, but all right, let's say that flag was blowing around all the time, setting off my motion detector. I would just block out the areas, the quadrants that it, is flailing in, and then the camera will ignore motion in that specific spot. Really cool. Alerts, you can set them up. You can like have a light come on when somebody sets off the motion sensor, and then it also has that voice message. So my guess is that you can record a message to automatically play if somebody is setting it off. System settings, pretty easy. You do have to update the date and time. Language, I'm not really messing with any of the other stuff. Recording setup, so you can set a specific schedule by camera. Cool. Or you can just change how long you want it to record for when the motion sets it off. Pretty cool. The other nice thing is, let's just go home. So on the monitor, you have your standby mode. So I keep one near my bedside, so I just turn it on that when I'm not, or when I'm about to go to sleep, so the screen doesn't keep me awake. Pretty cool. And then this little icon right there means you have recordings. Oh, that's cool. It automatically cycles through. Huh. Interesting. Oh, zoom. So the only thing I can't tell. Okay, so you can. Let's try zoom again. I'm going to try zoom in this bottom corner. That's cool. Because at first I thought you could only do the one. All right. And then the last thing I'll show you is, volume controls. Let's go ahead and turn those up. I don't think it likes, it has to do everything from the main menu. So you can turn your audio on and off. And as you can tell, I have one of these cameras in here with me. There we go. Okay. So, well, let's turn the audio off. Yeah. You can also speak. How did I do that? Bear with me here. Oh, duh. Hello? Hi. Oh, that's coming out of my other one. Let's do it out of the one that's right next to mine. So if you want to talk to somebody, this is a test. I mean, it's right next to the monitor. Of course, it's going to be all messed up. But yeah, pretty nice. All right. So the only complaint I really have about this whole system is the fact that everything has to be corded. And that kind of shows you the night vision. It's automatic based on how much light is available. It takes a little while to adjust. But no, the big thing is that everything's corded. So I'm not sure how this is going to work outside because it's hardwired to the camera. And then the power supply, this does not look waterproof at all. I sure as heck wouldn't trust it unless you had it in like one of those junction box things. So the total cord length, when you combine the two, the corded portion, so you have the power cord portion and then the hardwired to the camera portion, the hardwire camera length is only, I want to say 6 feet and the other is 8 feet. I could have those flip-flopped. So you only really get about 14 feet. And the only way I could feel comfortable mounting these outside is if I like fed it through a window, because I don't trust this power supply being outside. Very thin wire though for that, so that's great. So you can just close the window on it and it should be fine. Up to you. There's a lot of pros and cons. Overall, it's okay. The interface is just phenomenal though. I will definitely say that. I'll probably give it 3 or 4 stars, somewhere in there.
Hello out there. The other day I saw this Defender PhoenixHD wireless security camera with a touch-tone monitor. 2-way talk, no Wi-Fi, $1,000 range. Looked pretty cool. Comes with a 128 gigabyte SD card and has a 2-year warranty. I ordered it. Came in. This is what I got. See this real nice system. Now there are 4 pieces in the package. You have the monitor. You have the security camera. Again with this antenna. Okay. And then it is attached to a power cord. And again and it comes with 2 power supplies. One of them is marked for the camera and one is marked for the monitor. Make sure and do not mess those 2 up or you will have problems. So the monitor itself is pretty nice, good and solid. You have an antenna here on the back, a few little control buttons back here. Again, antenna comes up when you're far away. Supposed to have again a 1,000-foot range. You have a kickstand back there. You have 2 spots right here that you could hook up and put it on the wall if you so desire. On the side here is where you put in your power, and this is also the on-off switch. And that's really what it is. The 4 buttons on top, on-off switch, and your power. So now that we're plugged in here, we're going to turn on the power. Again, you get your Phoenix Defender HQ. Now right now it's blank because I'm not going to put on the camera for a minute because otherwise it is complete feedback at this range. But I want to show you something here. Is that you hit this is your menu. And with this menu you can set off an alarm when the camera is plugged in. I'll do that when I have it on there. You can bring in for closer view. You can record. Well, that's stop recording. And this is where you can talk to other people. And then you just hit your camera again, and that will take you back out to your regular screen. You have your date and time here. That hasn't been set yet. Oh, another thing that it has, forgot about that, real important, is on this side here, you have a camera setup, you have your recording setup, system settings, motion detector settings, and alert settings. So again, there's a lot you can do with this. This isn't just being able to look at the camera. You can actually set up record times and do a bunch of other things with it. All right. So I am going to plug in the camera here and be quiet for just a minute because of the audio feedback. And there she is. Okay. Just have her go in that little box right there. Alright. Well, we're not in a submarine, but there we are. Anyways, go back over to here. So, when you get it, make sure and activate your warranty. Alright. Okay, I had to turn off that power. That feedback just got to me. Hey, okay. So, very nice system. You can add more cameras onto it if you like. So that is also a plus. So very nice, solid, worth it.
All right, everybody. So this is a little insight. I just set it up in the house in random spots. I just want to point out a couple of the cool things that this does. This is touchscreen, and what's amazing about it is the fact that this is all being broadcast. This right here, this antenna, this is not using Wi-Fi or anything of that sort here. We're gonna just go through. This is the loop. I believe this just goes back and forth between the two different ones right there. So it goes from this one, moves on to the next one. You can set your time and date, that sort of thing. You can hear the audio down there, and you can actually send audio, right? And so this is pretty cool stuff. We're gonna go back to a regular single camera here and drop in on this here. You can press this button, which causes the alarm to go off down there. You can do a little zoom, blah, blah, blah. You can talk to it as well. Hey, test 1, 2. Yeah, I could hear it downstairs. All right, so anyway, this is fun. There's some menu option related stuff. You can, go to the motion detection settings, that sort of thing. This one only came with the 2 cameras, but I will be getting hold of 2 extra cameras here because it can hold 4. 4, I believe is enough. You can hit all 4 corners of your typical house situation, and then you're probably fine. Let's go ahead and go back to this view. I really like this one right here. Otherwise, it's got the playback, that sort of thing. This is pretty cool. It shows, here, let's just go back to maybe, let's see here, the 10th. Maybe that's not working. So there's a couple of things to figure out, right? Not really blown away by how they set this up. Right here, let's take a look at this one right here. Yeah, just the stuff going on. This is a nighttime one. This is probably me walking around. Yep, there I go. Get to bed. You've been up too late, brother. Yep. So anyway, that's the idea. It's pretty neat. Very easy to use. My favorite thing about this is the fact that it's wired for power, but doesn't use Wi-Fi, doesn't use LTE, anything like that. This is just something that you plug in and you can immediately start looking at. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's motion detecting. It has been really successful. It comes with like 32 gigabyte card that just goes on repeat, which is really fun. Otherwise, yeah, I think if we hooked up the cameras, which are downstairs, hook them up to the, what's it called, the solar panel, maybe out on a pole somewhere in the homestead, and then have this plugged into a battery inside the house, in the basement, the safe room, all that stuff. Yeah, I think this would be just phenomenal to use. So anyway, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I think this technology is great. Price is really, really nice as well.
camera setup for security purposes, and it comes with the user guide, has a quick start guide, and then I guess more detailed stuff. Comes with the templates for drilling for mounting it. Came with a card asking to leave a review and also to activate your warranty. So I haven't done that yet, but I'll do that. And this is what comes in the box. Has a monitor. It's got a nice foam cover over it to keep it protected. Also comes the two cameras. Comes with the plugs. Plugging each one of the cameras in. And it looks pretty simple. I'm gonna try putting it up, and then after I get it up, I'll do an update on the review. But so far, everything looks to be nice quality and nicely packaged. I think it'll work.